Beautiful people, it's a new day. How's everyone out there in the www land? I am so pumped about this live stream because, folks, I have been getting hit up in my DMs regarding the citizenship craze. And especially on Instagram, there's pictures that have been going viral of a citizenship and the call home, come back, right? So before we get into it, where are you guys watching from? Let's make sure the chat works because we get international up in here. Philbert already coming through with the comments. Thank you. Well, folks, I know that it works. Hold up. I have another screen here. Why is this furniture? Oh, it was a furniture ad. I'm like, whoa, I don't want no furniture right now. Okay, so let's get into the ad and then we will get into the schedule. Get ready, folks. This is going to be a good one, in my opinion, of course. I say that about all my streams, don't I? Because they're so good. Because you guys are here and participating. That's what makes it great. Okay, let me get to my ad and then we will get into the topic at hand.
Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit your...
To visit my store. I don't know why it cuts off at the end. We have so many people in the house. All right, Miami, Israel, welcome. Changes from Savannah. Changes, your name doesn't look familiar. Do we have a new person? We love new people. Okay, Anthony McCullough, you're new. Unless you guys are changing your names on me. Los Angeles, you already know. NCIC Fellowship Bible Study. I know that's a long name. I know you're new. Hey, Leslie, love you and your content. Celine Abina from Ohio. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Love you too. Folks, if you don't know what your name is, it's the Small but Mighty Crew. Brooklyn OG. Everyone, Happy New Year. Yes, this is the first live stream of 2025. And I'm excited, folks. I'm so excited. Barry, see, you changed your name. I knew it because I'm like, there's a lot of new names. But Barry, yes. Barry, I have not read your email. I was setting up when you emailed me, so I will read that after. What up, Quabinya? What up? Okay, folks, here's the schedule. Here's the schedule for today. I always start with my appreciation. Okay, and I'm going to give acknowledgement to my most engaged people. It's your music name. Okay. For you guys that don't know yet, Changes the Third, aka Barry, we might see him interview because guess what? He bought land in Ghana and Nigeria. We might hear his story. Okay. Ooh, that's exciting, isn't it? Okay. And then we're going to get into my citizenship story and then your options. So of course, I want to share my story, but at the end of the day, it's about you. And I want to share with you your options that you have because this citizenship craze, it's a thing. It's a real thing. And it can really happen for you if you want to. But like the reason I'm here to fill those little holes, right? So we're going to talk about those holes. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay. Appreciation. Thank you to Team Heart, Angela Adams, $25 a month. Andrew Graham, $25 a month. Team Heart, $5 a month. Iodelic Coker coming through with a 10. She made her own category, okay? BCB, an amazing Amari. Thank you. A quick announcement on that. Folks, I'm changing my membership. So you won't be able to join membership on YouTube anymore. That's going bye-bye. Well, it's already bye. It's already gone. So I'm only on Patreon. If you want to bless me financially, get perks, get inside scoops. I share receipts I'm there, and there's a lot of content that I did specifically for my members, Team Heart and above. What I went through with 8 lawyers, going through 8 lawyers in Ghana, what I paid to build my wall. All those I probably have 5 or 6 videos that are exclusive that if you join as a patron, you will get rights to that. Not rights, but you'll be able to watch it. So yes, that is going bye-bye. Bye-bye YouTube membership. Patreon only. Next, thank you for, this is the community spotlight. These are weekly highlights of your most engaged audience members, including your top commenters. You bought land in the U.S. You need Covinia, you bought land? Out of all of our conversations, you did not tell me that. Okay. So thank you, Amin Kyle. 69 comments. Blood clot. Isn't that a bad word? Blood clot. 11 comments. BCB, you made it. You made it. You were asking about this last week. You are up in the top. ATM always coming through on the live streams. And Cobinia X. Cobinia X, look it. You're the most engaged person of the week. And I'm just now finding out. Oh, you bought land in the U.S. I don't know if that counts. So that's not my market, sir. But is it in California, Los Angeles? Because if it's close, I'll visit. All righty. Next on the list is what? What did I say on the next on the schedule? Oh, the mission. Okay. For those that are new here, this is my mission. My mission is to bridge the emotional, educational, and cultural gap when it comes to visiting, repatriating, or doing business in the motherland. The last live stream and the interview, no, the second to last live stream and the interview I did was more focused on business in the motherland, which I absolutely, it premiered yesterday. Yeah, so the video was like 10 minutes, but the actual live stream I did was like an hour and a half. So good. So good. So if you're new here, that is my mission. I'm here to bridge the gap. All the little holes that we see in our repatriation journey and our doing business in the motherland and visiting the motherland, which is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I'll never put that down. But there's little holes that some people don't want to tell you about because they benefit from you not knowing. Okay. But if you're part of the small but mighty crew, we know. We know now. Hallelujah. Okay, let's talk about this citizenship craze. For you guys that don't know, becoming a citizen in Ghana is nothing new. They've been doing this for years. But now it's what? Trendy. It is trendy. So, folks, I kept on getting DMs on Instagram about this. I'm coming to Ghana in March with my tour group and meeting with Chief of Asebu, but I'm cautious because of all the land scamming. You better be cautious, Queen. You besta. Okay, so this is what has been going viral. Okay, this picture of this beautiful gal has been going viral. As you can see the name at the top, Shaka Bars. He is one of the leading Pan-Africanists of our time. And people are sending me this and saying, Leslie, should I do it? What do you think? And I say, you know what? I'm just going to do a live stream and tell my story and share what I think. So, yes, if you know anyone that wants to know the truth, my truth, just give them this link, right? Because it'll be too much work for me to go one by one and explain my story. So we're just going to do it in one big whopping shot. Okay. So Ghana is inviting people of African descent from the U.S. around the world to come home and granting them citizenship. Is this true? Of course. Of course. It is true. Cobinia, buying land in the U.S. is not my brand and market. Now, if buying land on the motherland, then we can talk. Okay. So they're like, Leslie, should I do it? What's your opinion? And honestly, here's where we can start, okay? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of you getting citizenship in any country in the motherland? But ask yourself, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What's the purpose? Why do you want citizenship in Ghana? Why do you want citizenship in Kenya? I think Kenya has an initiative too. Why? Why do you want it? Put it in the chat. Is it for business? Repatriation? Sentimental reasons? Right? For me, it was business. It was business. First step when it comes to citizenship, what's the purpose? Because, folks, you can't just hop and skip to other countries just because. Filbert, good question, not sure. That's why I'm here, folks. I'm here. Citizenship benefits you if you intend to live there long term. Okay, so that sounds like Voyager / that's more on the repatriation side. Filbert said, good question, not sure. Because a lot of us, we hype. We are hype. Ooh, we're going back to Africa. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Motherland, our people, Pan-Africanism, getting back to our roots. You ask them why. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know the purpose. You ask them the purpose. They don't know. I already have a couple in Ghana. A couple of what? Land? You should have started with that first, Cobinia. If it's land, now we're talking. Okay. So yes, mine was business. To get into, I'll get into my personal story, but this is what you need to ask yourself. What's the purpose? Because thinking you're just gonna hop, skip, and jump over there because it feels good. No. Because it feels good, because it's popular, because it's trendy. It comes with a price. Does it come with a plot of land? Filbert, you said, does it come with a plot of land? Citizenship. I'm going to get into that. Ghana is a gateway of Sankofa and a place of ancestral belonging and business strategy. So, NCIC, you're saying sentimental. See, look at my nose is running. Why? Sentimental reasons and business. Those are two good combos. Folks, even if it's just for sentimental reasons, if you want to pay the money, why not? If it's going to make you happier. Because if you truly descend, for example, a sentimental reason would be if you descend from Ghana directly, or through your ancestry. Sorry, guys. Connecting to your roots and back with your people, that's a sentimental reason. And I think that's a beautiful reason. Now you have to decide if it's worth the time and the money. Okay, so before I get into my story, like I said, my mission is to bridge the gap, the emotional, educational, and cultural gap, right? And I do that with sharing my firsthand experience through buying land in Ghana, living in Ghana, doing business in Ghana. Why do I get so excited about land? Because it's how we educate people, right? My channel, this page was what I wanted when I first started looking into this journey in 2020. If someone had a channel like mine, it would have saved me tens of thousands of dollars. And 5 years now, it's 2025. I'm going on 5 years, folks. No certificate, no land deeds to the land I bought, no justice, no refund. Everyone's purpose and destiny is different. I'm a homeowner in Canada. Folks, hey, ownership is important wherever you're at. But folks, this is about Ghana. Okay, another thing to think about. Another question to ask yourself. The origin of it all, right? When it comes to my decision, and I was thinking about citizenship, I was thinking about business. We pay here in the U.S. and have nothing that we own to show for it. Why not invest in an ancestral homeland? Yeah, because no matter where if you invest in Ghana, in America, in the U.K., no one owns nothing. Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up, NCIC. Even in the States, don't pay your property taxes. Your mortgage can be paid off. It can be a generational house. Don't Ooh, no justice, no peace. Yes, sir, Afro Talk. Thank you, Jungle. And don't pay your property taxes. And guess who will come and swoop on your house in the States? Hello. So do you really own anything? Do you really own it? Let's be real. Okay? The whole indenture process, where'd that come from? It's British, right? The British colonized Ghana. That's why we have the whole indenture process. That it's British, folks. Okay? In Ghana, if you're not a citizen, 50-year lease. I heard it's changing to 35. I think it's already 35 soon. So it just depends on who you're doing business with. I'm even a Ghanaian citizen, 99 years. She's right. Needs to be a good reason and expensive. I spent $7,000 last April. Yeah. And for me, first, if I want to get my citizenship through Sierra Leone, minimum $6,000. And I qualify for automatic citizenship. Minimum 6,000. 6K, folks. Quabinia, I want to go where your land is in Ghana. We'll be there soon. Which one? I have two. Todd Bridges, I intend to go back to Africa. I will go back one day soon. All what you're saying is correct. Thank you, guys. Folks, I'm not creating this up. This is from me living the life, okay? No, I didn't read a book and I'm just regurgitating it. No, I lived through this and I'm on year 5. Crazy. No justice, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Thank you, Afro Talk. Okay, back to the schedule. So, origin of it all. Like I said, my mission is to bridge the emotional, cultural, and educational gap. Right? And when people reach out to me for consultation or for help and conversation, 2 things we have in common. You started your journey in 2020. Folks, I can't wait for us to get Barry's story in about 2 weeks. Okay. I went back after I went through the hell I did. I went back and reflected and I said, how did I get here? How did I get here? Okay. And I have the same thing with me, with everyone else, emotionalism and in a rush. 6K to get citizenship. Well, after talk the 6K, so there's 2 ways I can go about it. One, go through African ancestry, which I'm going to talk about. No, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it now. African ancestry, which is $6,000 for the whole trip. So by the end of the trip, you get your citizenship because African ancestry has a relationship with the government of Sierra Leone. So that's where the $6,000 comes from. Now, if I were to go through connections that I have in Sierra Leone, my connection was like, it's going to be about $6,000, right? So if I want to go through African ancestry, or if I want to go through my connections in Sierra Leone, regardless, I'm dropping 6K, okay? And imagine the people that recently got citizenship in Ghana. Most of them, a lot of them have been there for years, have dedicated years of their life, have nonprofits, built schools, have restaurants. Hello, you think that was more than $6,000? Heck yeah, that's more than $6,000. NCIC, you delete your message. Heck yeah, that's more than $6,000. That's tens of thousands, some of them probably even hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially those who start a business. And congratulations to them, right? I hope they are getting everything that they deserve, okay? So the 2 common denominators, emotionalism and inner rush, okay? And what do I mean by this? Now I'm going to start with my story. Oh, no, I'm not going to start with my story. Sorry, guys. I have my notes. I'm all over the place. Sorry. Okay, emotionalism and inner rush. And mine was political climate. Folks, I reflected. I went back and I said, how did I get in this position? And I found my trigger. Okay, my trigger was that I was emotionally imbalanced because of the political climate. So I just got in February 2020, I just got back from being quarantined in China. That's a whole different story in itself. That's a mental battle in itself. Woo. Got out. Thank goodness. Almost missed it. I was almost stuck, okay, in China. Got out. And guess what? When I got out, the Ahmaud situation happened. The George Floyd situation happened. My brother, he was going to college and he had to watch the documentary 13th and LA 92. So I'm sitting here, just escaped from China, okay, watching 13th, talking about systematic, our jail system with our men. Okay. And then I watched LA 92, which is talks about the riots of Rodney King. Folks, I'm hot. And then the Black Lives Matter protests start going. Can you see where my emotions are through the roof? Right? Because me, I didn't protest. I didn't hit the streets. What did I do? I went to go get my real estate license for California, and I went to Africa and the motherland to buy land. That was my reaction to the Black Lives Matter, to systematic racism, right, in the States, to all the murders that were happening. I said, "Ooh, I'm going back to Africa. Period. Buy me some land. I'm getting out of here." Right? So can you see my emotional state? And some of you guys right now, you're going through what I went through 4 years ago. You're seeing our political climate and you're like, we got to get out of here. Ah! Calm down. No, you don't. You don't have to get out of nowhere, right? It is not a requirement. Thank goodness, countries like Ghana, you don't have to give up your U.S. citizenship, which I strongly encourage. You don't give up your U.S. passport because that's power. Okay, don't do it. You'll regret it. Because our ancestors paid a price for the U.S. to be the greatest economic power, and it's slowly dwindling. Oh, maybe with a little quicker than usual, but it's not going down tomorrow. Okay, no, our ancestors built one of the most influential country in the world, huh? And we are the most influential group in the world, and even the most influential group within the African diaspora. So that's just a side note for all my, my African Americans, Black Americans, whatever title you want to put on yourself. Okay. So yeah, think about that. And remember, we did a live a while ago. You don't have to repatriate or do nothing. It was so funny. We're doing that live stream. It was like a revelation. Everyone's like, who says we need to repatriate? Yeah. Who said? Who said you need to? But there's power in get all the citizenships you can. Why limit yourself? Blood has been paid. Yes. Hey, Pro Woman. Zongo. Hey, hey, hey. Yes. Okay. Just came back. So yes, that's how I was emotionally imbalanced. I didn't protest. I just got my license, real estate license in California, and went to the motherland to buy land. That's how I handled that. Okay. But still, I was emotionally and imbalanced and in a rush. I thought I had to get out. So I say that was saying, you people, my lovely small but mighty crew, you don't need to be in a rush. Yes, some of us don't like President 47. Yes, the economy, the dollar is not as strong as it used to be. Everything's not going down to hell tomorrow. You have time. You have time to research, emotionally calm down, balance yourself, right? Because you're not in a rush. You are on the offense. Okay? Alrighty. So because of that, I was like, I don't want to contribute to the United States. I'm emotionally imbalanced. I think I need to leave. I don't want to contribute. I'm going to the motherland. So I want to say this. Sometimes, this is a good one. Sometimes the situation you are in can make other opportunities look better than they really are. Oh, did you catch that? Did you catch it? Okay. Sometimes the situation you are in can make other opportunities look better than they really are. That's why we have to calm down. That's why we have to visit. That's why we have to be a voyager. Yep. We're not in a rush. Okay. I love the participation in the chat. Yes, continue. How you feel about that quote, folks? Sometimes the situation you're in can make other opportunities look better than they really are. I'm just gonna let that rest right there. Okay. So next question before I get into my story. What is your trigger? What is your trigger? Hmm? Ooh, haste makes waste. I love that. NCIC. Haste makes waste. And honey, ooh, 5 years. I can't say it's completely wasted because I'm here with you guys. Honestly, this has been the best thing that I think the only thing that has come out of this whole journey is the community that we have developed and the impact we have made governmentally in Ghana. For those that don't know the story, there's too much to go into now, but we did some helpings. We did some helpings. Okay. So question to you before I get into my story. What is your trigger? What was the trigger? Did you go to Ghana and loved it and now you're like, ooh, I'm thinking about repatriating, getting citizenship? Or were you just mad and upset like I was and busted a move in haste and made waste? Or were you influenced by someone? Was someone else's thought placed in your mind? Think about it. Was it a celebrity? Was it a government campaign? Was it a spiritual leader from your religion? Did someone else cast a thought into your mind and then you're like, ooh, let's do that? Did it originate from you? This is all psychological, right? Why? What's the purpose of the citizenship, right? What triggered you to even think about it? Because sometimes we are living out, we are lost the train of my thought. Living out someone else's vision. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When I realized, I was like, my whole life I've been living someone else's vision, whether it's based on theology, ideology, sociology, is that? Oh no, right? Leslie, why are you saying this? Because I don't want you to make moves out of haste, right? And end up wasting tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, years off your life just because how you started your journey was emotionally imbalanced and in a rush based on circumstances that have nothing. Some things we can't. We're not in control of some things, right? There's just evil everywhere. There's no running away from evil, folks. There's no running away. Going back to Africa is not a solution to white supremacy. Now, is there a difference? Of course, right? But understand this, the systematic oppression, some of us call it Babylon, it's not a location, it's a system. And once you understand what the system is, there's nowhere you can go. The grass is rarely greener on the other side. Thank you, baby T. Just saying. So, folks, especially if you are new, take the travel personality test, right? Are you EQ ready? I think I have it linked at the top of the chat. Why did I create this test? So we can all emotionally balance ourselves before you start your journey. Folks, I'm not saying don't go. I'm saying stabilize your emotions, right? Control yourself. Think of why you're doing what you're doing. Is it because of you or you've been, what's the word? Influenced. Influenced to go. Are you living someone else's vision? Or are you living your vision? Right? Because I was thinking, what could someone have done for me to avoid this journey I'm still on? Okay. I said, man, if I had like a test or a quiz, someone to kind of say, okay, this is what you can expect. This is what's going to happen. Wow. It would have made a difference. So that's one of the quizzes. Travel, are you EQ ready? It's linked in the chat and in the description box. Secondly, I made a second quiz. Are you repat ready? Now that one's good. That's a longer quiz, but it'll tell you if you're ready. It will prepare you, right? And that link is in the description box. So, folks, I strongly encourage you, if you're new in the game, right? That's why I'm here. My page is here for the newbies, the very, very beginning of your journey. If you haven't visited yet, boom, this channel is for visited the motherland. This channel is for you. If you're thinking about repatriating, this channel is for you. Thinking about doing business, this channel for you. And the ones that have already established themselves and you're watching me consistently, I appreciate you. Thank you. And your contribution is so appreciated and valued. So yes, take the quiz. The repat quiz is in the link is in the description box. Take the quizzes to help you with your emotional balance. They're free. You don't gotta, it's free. Take it. See where you're at emotionally. Your EQ, your emotional intelligence. A lot of us are smart, without a shadow of a doubt. Our IQ on point. Even our spirit. Some of us are very spiritually inclined. Okay. But emotionally, we're like little 6-year-olds running around this world. Will I drop it for questions? No, I won't be dropping a link for questions. The last 2 lives, I wanted people to come on and no one would come on. But yes, whenever I am inviting people, I will definitely put the link in the stream link whenever I want people to join me. That was a whole lot I just said. That was a lot, okay? But it's needed, right? What is your trigger? What is your purpose for citizenship? Do you know your purpose for it? Okay. All right. Let's talk about my journey, which is really interesting. Okay. So my first visit, after my first visit, during my first visit, I went for real estate, looking for land, and it was my birthday. So I kind of hybrid both of them together. I wanted Ghanaian citizenship way before I even landed. Because at that moment, I was like, I want to do business. I want to do real estate development. I need my citizenship to do it, right? My first trip with my tour guide that wasn't a tour guide. That's a whole story in itself. He said, "Oh, you don't need to be a citizen to buy land here and to do business." I said, "What? What is this you are talking about?" Right? He brought up ECOWAS. Folks, put in the chat, what is ECOWAS? And once he told me this, I said, oh my gosh, I do not need citizenship to do business or to buy land, because there's kind of a system already in place. Who knows what the acronym ECOWAS means? Changes 3. Africa is backdoor one of them anyway. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Africa is my back door. Got it. Papa Cheesy, you made it live. I think this is your first live stream, right? Papa Cheesy. Yes, Pro Woman. Economic Organization of West African States. You got it right. Economic Community of West African States. And who knows what that means regarding doing business and citizenship. I know there's a delay in the chat, so I won't wait too long. But Pro Women, ding, 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 right? What does that mean, Papa Z? Papa Cheesy? Yep, Blueprint, you're right. Economic Community of West African states. That's funny. Oh, you're being bashful right now. Papa Cheesy, you're just the cutest little thing. Okay. Yes. Economic Community of West African States. So once you get an ECOWAS passport, you have the ability to travel within 14 West African countries without a visa and open up bank accounts, right? Because that is an agreement that 14, I did a live stream on this too a couple of years ago. Folks, I've been on here for a while. 14 West African countries came together and said, if you have an ECOWAS passport, you can travel within our countries without a visa and do business and open up bank accounts, okay? So if you guys did not know that, I strongly encourage you to go to ECOWAS website. You see right here, ECOWAS. Go to the website and read about it, right? Because there's ways already, and you necessarily don't need citizenship, okay? But I still want a citizenship because what? I was emotional. I was mad. I was upset. I wanted to get out of the United States. And I thought that was the path for me, okay? Leslie, why are you saying all this? Folks, because some of you guys are, this is the beginning for you. And the beginning is the most crucial step, okay? It's like playing golf. You can be off by a smidget of so small when you hit the ball. It can go, by the time you hit it, it can go somewhere way different. You're like, how did I get here? I was just here. And all of a sudden you're over there just because of this one little decision you made. Just a little baby decision came back and bit you like a giant, right? What was that the creature called? That big, it was a James and the Giant Peach. Anyways, something so small became so big, right? Because of emotionalism and being upset and in a rush. And I don't want that. I don't want that for you guys. Yeah. I think you just got here a little mad. You don't want it. Don't why give up anything when you can do both? All right. Okay. Folks, you guys are commenting so much, I can't even keep up. Ooh, ECOWAS is controlled by France. What's not controlled by France, folks? We think that you're in Africa, so like you're free from European, from whiteness, folks. Europe, IMF, the World Bank. We research those. Research those organizations, and you'll quickly find out who's running what up in this piece. Okay. All right. So January 2021, I got connections. Okay. So yes, hope you wrote down ECOWAS. Hope you wrote that down. Okay. So my first journey, November, found out about ECOWAS, but I still wanted my citizenship because I wanted out, right? Emotionalism, mad at the states, blase, blase. January, February, came back on my second trip to Ghana. I had connections to residency and citizenship preparedness. So I had a connection in that area. They told me this is going to answer. Who had this question? Changes. Someone brought this up. Oh, plots. They said you should buy land because that will help you with your residency and help you prepare yourself for citizenship. So I was like, oh, my project is real estate anyways. I want to do I had a whole 3-phase layout, beautiful. I designed it myself, what I went to school for. Maybe one day I'll share it. And I was like, hey, perfect. right? The first land I bought was through African Century Development, which we all know that was a mess. They partnered up with CAS. This was the first land, the Gomoa Feta land. Gomoa Feta. And fenced it, did all that work. Scam in a handbag, as you guys know. If you don't know, there's what, 4 years of video regarding this land, okay? But I bought this land because like, okay, you need land so we can start your residency. Do you need land to start residency? No, but he was like, if you do, it's going to set you apart from the people that don't have anything, that just saying they want to be a citizen or they just want to be a resident just because. And I was like, okay, cool. I was waiting for my indentures. And for you guys, I already know, I bought that land outright March 2021. Still don't have legitimate indentures, and it's 2025. And I told my connection, I said, oh, I still don't have my indentures. He said, what? You should have had your indentures in 1 or 2 weeks. Folks, it's been 5 years. I can laugh about it now. Folks, you already know it wasn't a funny matter back then. No, I didn't buy I bought land because I want to do a real estate development. He said buying land helped me with getting residency. Buying land wasn't, I didn't buy land for residency. I bought land because I had a real estate development vision. Where was I? So yeah, so that got like pushed to the side because I didn't have any paperwork to help start the process. So I was like, well, that's that. So here's my question to you. Those that are looking into citizenship, what's your plan of contribution? Yes, hit that like button, folks. Right? This is good information, and we're just getting started, and we're already talking about good things. Okay. What's your contribution? Because my plan was to do business from the beginning. Okay. Real estate development, 3-phase project to help with the housing deficiency. Right? That was the plan. What's your plan of contribution? Right? Is it real estate? Agriculture? The restaurant business? Yeah. Well, pro women, a lot of people watch me because they're nosy. They just want to see what I'm talking about. But when it comes to actually supporting me, that's only the small but mighty crew. Yeah. So what's your contribution? What sector do you want to come? Do you want to go to Ghana with and contribute? Folks, most countries, you can't get citizenship or residency without contributing. Right? Oh, you thought about, oh yeah, that was a good video. Beyond investments in Ghana. Woo, that was last week, right? So put in the chat, what is your contribution? What are you going to bring to whatever country you want to go in the motherland? What are you bringing? Right? Because as we all know, the economic and, my pain, the want to open up a medical clinic. Nice. Yeah, there's one guy there. I forgot his name, but he started, I think, a health clinic for men. Yeah, he's on several people's YouTube channel. Nice. So NCIC medical clinic. Changes. You bought land, but it didn't go as well. Who else? What's your contribution? What's your plan? You want citizenship. What are you contributing to the country you want to go to? That's important. Like, for example, in Colombia, my brother was thinking about buying land in Colombia. You have the minimum $150,000 to even be considered, to even get citizenship in Colombia. Ooh, blueprint, just a house. My investments are in another ECOWAS country. That's a good point. Plan of stutter. Okay. Plan of contribution is to help our own brothers and sisters. There's a lot of people helping, but you can be more descriptive because I don't know what that means. To help people. We all want to help people, but what's your contribution? What's your plan to help people? Oh, so you plan on bringing your expertise to the country. Well, that's through what? Okay. Now, if you don't want to share it, you don't have to share it. But know your contribution plan, folks. Know it, because that's what's going to help you separate yourself from people that just want residency, that just want citizenship. Okay, right? And I know, I think in Ghana they are take advantage of it now. They're pretty open. Like the post that's going viral, just come back, right? There's no like $150,000 minimum, right? But I can see it eventually getting to a point to where if you ain't coming with this amount or this type of contribution, forget it. But they're not there yet. Okay. But I believe they're going to get there because money drives all. So, folks, know your contribution. So, mine was real estate development, NCIC, medical clinic, others, building homes. Got it. So, yeah. Now, my plan for residency didn't go according to plan because I couldn't get the documents. Because, as you guys know, that was a scam in a handbag. Still waiting. Okay. And then forward to 2022. Okay. Now I'm living in the coconut hut. Let me share for those that do not know. Now I'm living on the beachfront land, this one. Now at this point, I'm living in the beachfront land. I built the walls on both lands. Okay, this one still don't got certificates to it, land certificate. Hopefully it's soon. Folks, if I don't get the certificate to this year, let me look at my face. If I don't get it this year, ooh wee, I don't even know who I will be. Just letting you know. So, moved and lived in a coconut hut on my land as I was building. For those that do not know, I lived in Ghana collectively about 10 months. But this space here, I lived on the beachfront land, I think 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. And during this phase, that's when like I start learning about the first land being fraudulent. I was missing plots. Things weren't working out. I had to go down to CASA's office and I got physically assaulted by one of the representatives. I'm like, damn, y'all don't come and put an indenture together, which is part of your business. Land's missing. You don't even own it. And then you want to put your hands on me. It don't make no damn sense. It don't make no damn sense. So after that, I said, I lived on the coconut hut, got the spirit of the community. I was like, don't want to be here. It's a wrap for me. It's a wrap. And have you guys, how many of you guys know that December 22nd, 2022, right? So I'm in the coconut hut. I get there June, July, August. I'm there September. All that shit goes down. Oops, sorry, cuss word. All that mess goes down. I'm like, I'm going back to the States. Go back to the States. But that December, citizenship was given out, right? How do you guys know that? December 22nd, 2020 was another phase of citizenship, but it wasn't broadcasted like the other ones because it just wasn't, I don't even know why. But yeah, so that was my opportunity to get citizenship December of 2022, but by December of 2022, but by September, I said no to the whole thing, to me even being there. Okay. So why did I say no to citizenship? Because I didn't want to do business there anymore. And I didn't even want to be there anymore. So for those that want to know why, that was the reason why. And maybe if I didn't get physically assaulted and things worked out, I would have stayed and got citizenship that December of 2022. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what happened with that. And by that time, yeah, unnecessary stress. Folks, I have more opportunity in the States than I do in Ghana. And I understand some of you guys have more opportunity in Ghana than in the States. It's all what's your situation? You got to look at it. What's the purpose? What's your contribution plan? Do you like the spirit of the place you're going to? Because that's important too. Okay. So December 22nd, that was a phase of another return and beyond phase. So the one that just happened in 2024, people think like that's the first, the one that's happened since 2019. No, they've been doing this for years. There was one where it was a mass citizenship with Jamaicans. That was a big one. There's one in 2019 where everything first took off. There's another one in 2022. And then there's another one in 2024. It seems like every 2 years, right? But here's the thing. It's a clarion call. Do I think I would change my mind? No. I don't believe in being places where I'm not welcomed. What was I saying? But it's a clarion call. So how the citizenship works, unless it's changed, but how it works is you have to be there when they make the call. If you're not there, you're not getting citizenship. Right? So I don't know when the clarion call is going to be for this phase, but if you're not there when they make the clarion call, that's why it's like, what's your contribution plan? Do you plan on doing a clinic like NCIC? Do you plan on having a real estate development? Right? What's your plan? Because it's not like, okay, December 22nd, 2026 is the next citizenship ceremony. It's not written like that. You have to be there when it is. When the clarion call goes out, you have to be there. Now, if you have some type of psychic ability, and you know when the clarion call is going to happen, like if I had that ability, I will stay here in the States. And once I found out it was tomorrow, I will get a ticket and be there in line, like waiting, getting a citizenship, get my citizenship, and come back to the United States. But the chances of that happening is you have to be so well connected. Wow. Oh, you remember all of them? Okay, yeah. So yeah, the one in 2022 was not showcased as much as the 2024 one and the 2019 one. So yeah. Okay, good. So you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I need a witness. So people know that I'm just not talking to talk. So thank you, NCIC. Okay. Alrighty. So 2023 went by, 2024 went by. We are now in 2025. No certificates, no justice, and no refund. Why would I want citizenship in Ghana? Absolutely not. Right? And just because it happened to me doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. But if you go over there emotionally imbalanced and in a rush, the chances are very high that it will happen to you. Because then you're just going to give your money to whoever, not do your due diligence. Okay? And also all of a sudden create a YouTube page talking about this stuff. Okay? I don't want that for you. And you don't want that for you. Okay? So I strongly encourage you, take the EQ quiz. It's linked at the top of the chat, or you can find it in the description box. Know your travel personality. Get EQ, emotionally ready, and get Repat ready. And if you're not ready, the results that are going to be sent to you will help you get ready. Okay? Because I'm not here to say, don't go, don't do it. I'm here to say, prepare yourself. Do your due diligence. Be emotionally and mentally stable. Don't rush. Okay? Because The United States is so bad. Really? Yes, we have our bad situations, but folks, I've never encountered what I've encountered in Ghana within the small time frame, right? Now I have more wisdom. If I were to do this journey again, oh, it would be so different. But why? Okay, folks. So as a community, last citizenship wave included many who didn't live there full time, but had pro women. Last citizenship wave included many who didn't live there full time but had hookups. That's exactly what I just said. If you have the right connections, hello, it's a wrap. But who has do you have the hookup? Right? Some of you have to go there and create hookups for yourself. Like I did. I didn't know anybody. I had to create all the connections I have. I had to go and create it. And that's how I have the connections I have. But it wasn't, do you have connections? Who do you know? And if you don't know anyone, you got to go there and make those connections. And who knows how long that's going to be, right? I didn't start getting solid connections after the physical assault video. That's when I started getting solid connections with the Diaspora Affairs Office of the President, with the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Ghana, and with EOCO. And even with that, the game in Ghana is different for sure. Even with those connections, still no certificate. Everybody getting paid though. Everybody's getting chop. Still no certificates, still no justice, still no refunds. I'm just saying, you got to know the right people. And that's the video I did, the live stream I did about leverage and knowing the right people. The one that premiered yesterday goes over that. You can be law abiding, right? Like I got to I had a meeting at the Jubilee House with the Diaspora Office Affairs of the President. I did exactly what they told me to do. I did a petition. You guys signed my petition. We did a mighty work. We did a mighty work. But even that still didn't get me results. Because even though the Diaspora Office Affairs of the President told me to put a petition together, and I did. Oh, I don't think I've ever shared this. They never even acknowledged it or gave it attention. If it wasn't for diplomat William Manful from the Foreign Affairs Ministry being in that meeting, right? And I wouldn't even got to EOCO. It was because diplomat William Manful sent my petition to EOCO. He sent it to a lot of ministries in the Ghanaian government. And that's how EOCO came to pass. Who knows what is EOCO? What is EOCO, folks? EOCO. 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 Hey, there we go. Ghana FBI. Economic and Organized Crime Office. So now we got EOCO on the scene with the gangster lean. Okay, we have EOCO. Do you understand? If I were to take a next step, it would be to meet with the president. That's how high I got because of you guys. That's how high I got. Folks, how high do I need to go to get justice? What? Literally, I don't even think you guys understand what I just said. I went to EOCO, Ghana's version of the FBI, and still couldn't get results. So yes, there is. Yep. So yes, scamming, all that happens everywhere in the world, right? But not everyone gets to their FBI level. hear what I'm saying? You guys are chatting so much, I can't even read everything. But which I love. Thank you. And so they're like, how can this happen to you? How can I get to the level of the FBI in Ghana and still not get results? So now I'm seeing everything from a governmental level. There's some people that get scammed and all they know is that. So I'm getting, I got scammed or whatever, but now I'm literally unveiling through my YouTube page governmentally. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Now we're seeing from the inside what the government is like. I hope you guys see what I'm saying. This is my experience is not regular. The small but mighty crew, you guys put me in high positions, right? To make governmental impact, but I still couldn't get a very simple task completed. So now I'm seeing, so why no to citizenship for me? Because I see from the inside. I see from the inside, and I got to the top. I think that answers, that answers the question to that. So for those that just came here to see why I said no, that's it. I've seen from the inside out. I've seen how governmentally things work. And what was told to me, fraud in the States is not fraud in Ghana. This is Ghana. No, I don't want to be a citizen of that. But hey, God bless you guys in your journey. But I've been in rooms that a lot of you guys have not been in. I've had meetings with people. No, thank you. No, thank you. And maybe it's good that you guys don't see from the inside at a high level. Because you'd be like, what? What is this? And you probably wouldn't want citizenship either. But maybe it's good that you guys don't see that. Right? So you can continue to be in this I don't know, be in a state of I don't even know how to explain it. Sometimes it's better not to see the truth and stay in the dark. I get, what they say, something is bliss, ignorance is bliss, or what do they say? What's that saying? If you want to operate in the government, to run for office, that's when you'll have to give up your U.S. citizenship. Yes. I actually studied that. I was going, folks, I was so serious before I knew the truth, before I knew facts. I already looked up what I got to do to divorce America. I was so serious. It's actually an act. And then you got to make sure you don't owe on taxes. Dang, what is the name? I didn't even think I was going to go this way. It was funny. But basically, I researched what I have to do to give up citizenship to like X out America. Folks, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't do it. But yeah, if I were to run, yes, they also want to get paid. If I want to run for office in any country, right? That's not my home country. That's when you have to give up your ignorance is bliss. Yeah, that's the saying I was going for. You have to give up your citizenship at that moment if you want to work for governmental positions and offices. I think that answers your question. NCIC. Yeah. I'm almost done with my notes, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. This was great. We got up to like 60 people. I haven't had this many people on a live stream since my petition. Folks. So yeah, this was a good one. I'm so glad because when I kept on getting DMs on IG about this, I said, we have to talk about it. We got to talk about this. I can't answer everyone's questions. Okay. So yeah. So after my last visit to Ghana, and I was told by Yoko, well, I have a Yoko representative, and then their boss told me fraud in the States is not fraud in Ghana. Fraud here. This is Ghana. I said, thank you. Thank you for the clarity. I know everything I need to know. And that's why I think someone asked me, I think it was you, Philbert, Would I go back? Would I change my mind? Why? I know the game. I know the game now, folks. No way. I would not give up my U.S. citizenship. I wouldn't give up my U.S. citizenship for nothing. No way. No way. So, we're on the last part. Your options. Let's talk about your options. If you want citizenship for sentimental reasons, do it, right? Maybe you're a descendant of Ghana. You took your DNA test, right? You have Ghanaian in your blood, in your DNA, and you're willing to spend the time and the money, do it, right? Why not, right? You have a U.S. passport, you have a UK passport. Why not add your ancestors' passport to it, right? If you want to start a business, folks, now we know the ECOWAS. You do not necessarily have to have citizenship in Ghana to, do business and to open up accounts. You can have an ECOWAS passport, right? Let me bring that. Economic Community of West African States. That's 14 West African countries that came together and said, if you have this passport, you can maneuver without a visa, do business, and open up bank accounts. Okay. Now, repatriation, fully yes. If you've been living in Ghana, especially over 6 months, I would. If you plan on repatriating full time, I would. Right? Might as well get all the benefits. Might as well get 99 years on your lease instead of 50 or instead of 35. Why not? So yes, do it. Get the full benefits. You are contributing. If you're there for that long and you're contributing, I would get my citizenship there. And then if you just want to visit, well, at least now you know with the ECOWAS passport, right? You can visit those 14 countries without a visa. Okay. But now you're talking about $6 to $7 grand, especially if you have connections. Let me be clear on that. For example, for me, if I want to go through African ancestry, I can get my citizenship to Sierra Leone. That's about $6 grand. Or use my connections I have in Sierra Leone and get a passport that way. That's about $6 grand. Either way, you're about to drop some money. Okay, you're gonna drop some money, unless you have a supreme hookup. You're gonna drop some money. And yes, alive, blessed, grateful. When it comes to land, all you need is residency. You don't need citizenship to have land in Ghana. Technically, through the law, you need to be a resident. There's a lot of people that have land without residency. Just to let you guys know, okay? So yeah, the year of return and beyond, the citizenship craze is a real thing, as we all see. But there's also a price you have to pay as well, unless you have extreme connections to where you can just pop up and show up when they decide to grant citizenship to people. But yes, overview. Quick overview. What is the purpose for the citizenship? Do you have a business? You want to repatriate? Is it sentimental? What is your trigger? Do you want to go because you actually love the place, or are you just mad and upset because you're pissed off at president number 47? Okay. Was it an influencer? Was it where did it come from, folks? So you don't want to make a decision, lose tens of thousands of dollars and years off your life. Okay. And if you're new, take the test. Take the take the EQ quiz. Take the repat quiz. So you can start your journey on the best foot. Okay. What's your contribution plan? What's your contribution plan, folks? You got to have a plan. And then we just went over your options. You necessarily don't need citizenship, but if you want to repatriate, I didn't plug in the Sorry guys, it's about to die on us. But we're almost done anyway, so but still, I don't want it to die as we're talking. Don't make decisions based on emotionalism and being in a rush. That's the main point of this live stream, to be honest. Ooh. Okay, I'm plugged in. Alrighty, that's it, folks. Thank you for hanging with me. The comments were going crazy. I could not keep up with it. I love that, right? And yeah, till next time, folks. So now you know my story, why I didn't go for citizenship, but you also know your options. Okay? Till next time. Bye.